Hey guys, welcome back to Follow Me Through Life podcast series on Anchor.fm, and also I'm recording this one on YouTube today. Guys, I want to talk about a video series that a movie series I'm kind of following. The wife and I watched it the last season. It started back in August of 2019 was the first episode date, and now they've just sorry, I was just looking at some of this information here on it, but they just released the second season of it, and so just kind of wanted to run over it. It's called Undercover Billionaire. It's on the Discovery Channel, and I'm going to be right back after this message. And I'm back. So, here's what I want to talk to you guys about. Hang on a sec. For you guys at home watching on YouTube, if I can get it set up right. Here's what I want to talk to you guys about. Undercover Billionaire. 2019 is the first season. It is in its second season already, even though I'm not seeing it listed on here. So, what it is, there's a guy, he was based out of Miami, Florida, and I'm trying to find, here we go. Reality series, Glenn Stearns was the guy's name, from Stearns Lending. He went from the barbecue restaurant, and he had the goal is you have to make it $1 million business. You don't have to make $1 million in this business during this 90 days. But you have to start a business. You go from $100. The guy gets $100, and he has to grow this $100 to enough money to start a business, either through partners that want to invest in the company, or somehow either working, whatever he's got to do. It's up to him how he wants to do this. But he has 90 days to start a business and turn it into $1 million business. That is the whole goal of this show. And he started what's called Underdog Barbecue. I did not look up to see if it's... My wife and I enjoyed watching the first season. Last night we were scrolling through trying to find something to watch. I watched all the Chicago series that went on for Wednesday. And today is, by the way, Friday, January 29th. But I went ahead and watched that, and... So with watching that, it's like, hey, let's check this out, season 2. And this year, they've gone to 3 people. One in, I'm trying to remember the name of the towns. Pueblo, Colorado, if I remember right. Tacoma, Washington, and the other one's in California. Fresno, California. 2 ladies and a guy. And we got to watch 2 episodes. First episode aired like the 6th, which we didn't catch it on its air dates, and the second one aired on the 13th. With that, watching those 2 episodes, we got to see all their starts. And man, they start doing really good, and at the end of the second episode, they go up to the one guy. His name in the movie in the series is Grant. What is he's got a big if I mention his name, everybody will be like, oh yeah. Let's see here. I'm looking for it. That's not his name. He's a big known name. I don't know who he is. He's got YouTube channels and all that. Grant Cardone. Is that his name? Yeah, that's his name. Grant Cardone. For those of you watching, I'll go ahead and pull this up. Yeah, Grant Cardone, actually right here where the mouse is at, that is a picture of what he kind of looked like in the series. But yeah, so he's one of them in there, and the three of them are there, and at the end of the second episode, what happened in 2020? Everybody knows what happened in 2020. Oh yeah, the COVID virus started. And so he's at the end of the second episode, and they come to him and said, "We're shutting it down. We're done." And he just got a big payday. He invests. He's got this guy willing to invest in him, trying to get his $1 million business started. And the guy goes, "Yeah, I'll invest in you." And so he just got a paycheck from this guy, and they're like, "Yeah, let's go." And then the film crew comes and says, "We're shutting it down. We're done. We have to." The network said, "Nope, the series is done for now. We can't continue to film with COVID." Of course, that was, the 6th, the 13th. So here we are almost a month later. As of last night, there was no new episodes. Unfortunately, like I said, it's a really good series. I know a lot of video series or reality TV series are scripted to a point. Yeah, there's a lot of it that is not scripted, but they also kind of script it so it can go into their, go the way the TV show wants it to. I'm kind of curious because some of them start to seem like they're having a hard time. And it'd be kind of... I don't want to see no one fail at this series, but it'd kind of be interesting and be like, okay, maybe they didn't do so well. But yeah, it shows us a 42-minute runtime, which I think it's a little bit longer. Monique Idolette is another lady, and Elaine Kulati. I can pull this up on here for those of you watching me. You can see who the two people are. Undercover billionaire entrepreneur Elaine Kulati and Monique Idolette. I'm probably butchering their names, but yeah. If you want an interesting TV series and you're into the reality TV, that's a good one to watch. I highly recommend it. I'm going to pull this up. For all intent and purposes, Undercover Billionaire is not scripted. In season 1, Glenn Stearns, the founder of Stearns Lending, attempts to start a new business in Erie, Pennsylvania. And this is I'm not even going to... The CINEMAHOLIC.com. Cinemaholic, I guess, is the website. But that's where that came from. Here's some... those of you watching can see some of the stuff I'm scrolling through right now. But yeah, it's saying it's not scripted. A lot of people say reality TV series is scripted. But, either way, it's fun to watch. To me, it makes me sit there and think, what could I do? What could I do? I've got more than $100 anyway. Not much more, but, I'm definitely not as wealthy as they are before they start this series. Just thinking about their businesses that they're already in is well more than that $1 million. Or well more than $1 million, definitely, because if they lose this bet that they can turn a business into $1 million business, they have to personally put in $1 million of their own money. That's the way the bet's set up. And Glenn Stearns, I remember in the first episode, or the first season, he's like, "Oh man, I'm gonna have to do it," because everything was working against him. It seemed like the weather, of course. He got sick, and then he finally, it's me when I watch a series like this, or you watch any other things, you almost always know, or at least for me, who's the main character is what I like to find out. Who's the main character? That's the main character. He's gonna win, or she's gonna win. They're gonna win. It's almost every movie that you watch. the main character wins. What would happen, and this here's just totally off the wall question here, what would happen if you watched a movie and the main character lost? That would be a twist right there, right? Sitting there watching the movie, and of course there would be no second episode with the main character, of course, but or a second TV show, movie, whatever. But yeah, what would happen if you're like, yeah, he's gonna, oh wow, he lost? Huh. I didn't see that one coming. Because you watch so many TV shows and TV movies and whatever, movies and theaters and stuff, where the main character always wins. You know it's gonna happen. That's the main character, and he's getting in. Oh, he lost that fight, but end of the movie, he won. He gets to do whatever, the goal of the movie. He wins. Woohoo! But, yeah, that would be something totally interesting right there. To sit there and say, he lost. Wow, really? He lost? How? How did he lose? Huh. Okay, that's a different twist. That's pretty cool. Someone lost for a change. But anyway, so I digress on that. But Glenn Stearns does the first season, and now he's got these other 3 here. And Glenn Stearns is part of this series, at least in the first episode. And he's talking to the people saying, hey, here's what's going on, and, I want you to do this. Here's some suggestions on how to win. What's interesting on this season so far, they get out there. The one lady finds a inn that charges her $25 for her first night, and then she turns that into, hey, how about I just do all the work and you give me a month's worth of rent? I'll do this much work if you give me a month's worth of rent. The second lady, she says she's she has faith. This is her words. She has faith, and she's going to rely on her faith. So she starts scouting the area for churches. Finds a church and the church actually put her up for 3 days. After that, she found someone running for the state senate or state representative. I forget what position. And she found that person, and she goes, yeah, I'll put you up in my house. And the lady, of course, talked to the pastor of the church, says, yeah, this lady's good. She seems legit. And so, therefore, she put her up in her house. The other guy, Grant Cardone, who is in Pueblo, Colorado in the series, he goes to an RV dealer and says, hey, I'll provide free security, and throws in some other benefits for him. But I really need a place to live. And they go, you know what? I'll put you up in one of our RVs. And you can tell it's a brand new RV that they're putting them in. It looked like a brand new bumper pull RV. They put him up in this bumper pull RV and lets him live in there. He can't use the toilet or anything. I don't even think he's using the heating system in this RV. So out of all 3 of the characters, he's the only one who's living in, I guess you'd say, subpar conditions, because he has no heat, no air, nothing like that. Of course, he's also in Colorado, and it's the coldest place of all 3. They show the one lady in Fresno, and they're showing temperatures of 98 degrees, and it's like, Of course, her room has no air conditioning, if I remember right, where she's staying at. So, only in the second episode so far, and of course, I got to thinking, it's like, they had to pre-record everything. Or, if they don't pre-record it and have the whole series done, here's my first thought, and I told this to the wife last night watching, it's like, they have the whole thing done already. And she kind of looks at me and goes, why do you say that? And I said, well, imagine if they didn't, and they're doing it like a lot of TV shows, and recording a little bit here and a little bit there. First episode comes out, and everybody's like, that's the guy helping me. Oh, okay. We know what's going on now. Because right now, if they don't do this, if they release it later after it's all recorded and said and done, all these people are sitting there like, and you can see it in every one of their faces, like, this person's really weird. And you see that they gotta, like, do I want to trust this person or do I not? And in fact, in the one, and of course, like I said, it says it's not scripted based on the one spot I read just a second ago for everybody watching. You guys got to read it too. It says it's not scripted, but it's like the producer on the one had to go back and say, I'm sorry, we're doing this, and they're trying to cover up for him, basically, and try to help out. And the guy said, no cameras, you're not bringing cameras into my place of business, I'm not talking to you guys, bye. Of course, in the end, second episode, the guy got to talk to who he wanted to talk to, because this particular guy that he owns a gym and all this other businesses in Pueblo, he's trying to get in and, deal with this guy. So I thought that was interesting to see. So, but yeah, if you like watching TV series and TV episodes and you like the Undercover, especially, what is the one, Undercover Boss? Undercover Boss is an interesting one. They say that one's kind of scripted too. I don't care if they're scripted or not. They're fun to watch. That's what I'm after. Is it interesting to me to watch it? And if you like Undercover Boss, and you like to see, how people might get helped, because at the end of season 1, this guy comes to everybody that helped him get this business going and says, hey, here's who I am, here's what's going on. Oh, by the way, the business is yours, or here's some money, or here's some help that you helped me with. So everything gets turned around, and everybody, you get to see people that it's like they got a break. How about that? So I love watching that aspect, kind of like Undercover Boss in that sense right there. The people on Undercover Boss sit there and say, they don't know what's going on. They're sitting there talking to this person like, this person's getting a documentary filmed on them. What's going on there? Oh, and then in the end they get, oh, here, let me pay for your education. And it's like, that person really deserved it. I'm glad they got it, I'm sure some of it's the TV, the video, or the series, Undercover Boss paying some of it. I don't know. It might really be coming out of the owner's pocket. I don't know what it is. Then you see some of the owners, they're like, here you go. And it's like, that's all you're going to give? Seriously? Out of all your employees you just visited with, hung out, and that's all the money you're going to give all of them? We just watched this other episode, and this guy gave them, all kinds of money. But that's all you're going to give? And you got a bigger business than they got? But anyway, I digress there. For all intents and purposes, if you like Undercover Boss, I think you would really like Undercover Billionaire. Check it out. It's on Discovery. You can, especially if you have streaming services, you can check out the previous episodes of Undercover Billionaire for last season and now this season. Check it out. I'm not being paid to promote this. I just wanted to throw out a little TV show review. Just trying to add some things to my channel when I can't come up with something, but to show I'm still here talking to you guys. I'm not going away. I'm not disappearing on this. Follow me through life. That's what the show's about, or my podcast is about, is follow me through life. That's what's in my life right now. Something I enjoyed, and that's what we did last night. So it's a follow me through life reality thing. You're seeing what I'm doing, or you're hearing what I'm doing. So, guys, I appreciate you listening to another episode of Follow Me Through Life. And if you're watching on YouTube and you like this, hit that like and subscribe button on YouTube. Also, for those of you watching or listening, however you may be paying attention to this today, I've got a website you can check out, www.radonproductions.com. Also, you've got, in fact, for those of you watching, if I can hit the right button, there's my spelling, Radon Productions right there. Go to radonproductions.com and check that out. You can also, I will show you this. For those of you watching, I've got a Facebook page as well. You can check me out on Facebook as soon as it comes up. Whoop. There you guys go. Facebook at www, you can see up top left up here, www.facebook.com/radonproductions. You can find me on that platform too. Show you guys online watching Radon Productions. That's my website there. On Radon Productions, you can find my available podcasts. All my links, YouTube, and other things here for the available podcast. You can find my gaming channel on YouTube and my Life on the Road series, which that one's probably going to be coming to an end, just to make it easier with other things going on, job change, stuff like that. And also, if you go to radonproductions.com, I do blog a little bit. I've just started that. I've got 2 blogs currently. And the catch with that is I don't script my conversations. Like, I'm not scripting my conversation with you guys today, but you'll find a lot of the stuff on my blog that I've talked about on my podcast, but it's not a script for my podcast. You can sit there and read, and you can say, no, he didn't follow that. So that's a heads up for that. RadonProductions.com, Facebook.com/RadonProductions. And yeah, I think that's about it. So guys, I appreciate you taking the time to follow me through life. And I hope all goes well for you guys. And yeah, I guess that's about it. So guys, take it easy as always, and God bless. Hey, if you like our videos, go ahead and check out our website as well for further information. Website is www.radonproductions.com. Check us out on Facebook as well at www.facebook.com/radonproductions. And also, if you like these videos, how about you click the like and subscribe button? Do appreciate it. Thank you guys, and have a great day.